Hello and welcome to my paper slide video presentation. I will be talking about world health issues that is becoming more and more present in teens and young adults of today. Let's talk about it. HIV and AIDS. AIDS, acquired immunodeficiency syndrome, is a disease that makes it difficult for the body to fight off infectious diseases. The human immunodeficiency virus, HIV, causes AIDS by affecting and damaging parts of the body's defense system against infection. Its lymphocytes, which are white blood cells in the immune system that are supposed to fight off invading germs. HIV can be transmitted through direct contact with blood or body fluids of another person who is infected with the virus. HIV and AIDS can be treated, but there are no vaccines or cures for them. What HIV does to your body. The virus attacks specific lymphocytes called T helper cells, known as T cells. T helper cells take them over and multiply. They destroy more T cells, which damages the body's ability to fight off invading germs and diseases. When the number of T cells fall to a very low level, people with HIV become more susceptible to other infections, and they may get certain types of cancer that a healthy body would normally be able to fight off. Although AIDS is always caused by an HIV infection, not everyone with HIV has AIDS. In fact, some adults who become infected with HIV may appear healthier for years before developing AIDS. How common is HIV/AIDS? The first case of HIV was reported in 1981. HIV infections leading to AIDS has been a major cause of illness and death among children, teens, and young adults worldwide. In recent years, HIV infection rates have been increasing rapidly among teens and young adults. Half of all new HIV infections in the United States occur in people under 25 years old. Thousands of teenagers acquire new HIV infections each year. How HIV is transmitted. The three main ways HIV is passed to very young children are time of birth, while the baby develops in the mother's uterus, or during breastfeeding. Among teens, the virus is commonly spread through unprotected sex and sharing needles used to inject drugs or other substance, including contaminated needles used for injecting steroids and tattooing and body art. In very rare cases, HIV has also been transmitted by direct contact with an open wound of an infected person. This virus may be introduced through a small cut or tear on the body of the healthy person and through blood transfusions. Since 1985, the U.S. blood supply has been carefully screening for HIV. Signs and symptoms of HIV. Teens and young adults who contract HIV usually show no symptoms at the time of infection. In fact, it may take up to 10 years or more for symptoms to show. During this time, they can pass on the virus without even knowing they have it themselves. once the symptoms of AIDS appear, they can include rapid weight loss, intense fatigue, swollen nodes, persistent diarrhea, night sweats, or pneumonia. They too will be suspected to life-threatening infections. Diagnosing HIV infections and AIDS. Older teens, kids, and adults are tested for HIV infection by a number of different tests that look for antibodies to the virus or the presence of the virus itself. Antibodies are specific proteins that the body produces to fight infections. HIV-specific antibodies are produced in response to infection with HIV. Somebody with antibodies against HIV is said to be HIV positive. Transmission of HIV among teens. Among teens, HIV is spread mostly through unprotected sex with an infected person or sharing drug needles. Education of children and teens is vitally important to help prevent sexual transmission of HIV, as well as other sexually transmitted diseases, STDs, including gonorrhea, hepatitis B, and HPV. Many STDs cause irritation, sores, or ulcers on the skin that the virus can pass through. Having an STD has been proven to increase the risk of getting HIV if the person has unprotected sex with someone who is HIV positive. HIV is not spread through casual contact such as hugs or handshakes, drinking glasses, sneezes, coughs, mosquitoes or other insects, towels, toilet seats, doorknobs. Preventing HIV and AIDS. Prevention of HIV remains a worldwide importance. Despite much research, there is no vaccine that will prevent HIV infection. Infection can be prevented by never sharing needles or having unprotected sex. That's all, folks. Thanks for watching.